So today topic is the femoral nerve, right? Right. One of the major nerves in the lower limb, major nerves of the lower limb, right? We already know to some extent, basing on the dissectional knowledge about femoral nerve, right? We'll plunge into the deep and learn in detail. Right, the femoral nerve is the largest branch of the lumbar plexus and arises from the dorsal branches of, that means posterior divisions of, second to fourth lumbar vertebrae. So L2 to L4 dorsal, right? It descends through psoas major, emerging low on its lateral border. Okay, you have to remember these things, and then passes between psoas and iliacus deep to the iliac fascia, right? Passing behind the inguinal ligament into the thigh, okay, it is split into anterior and posterior divisions by the lateral circumflex femoral artery. Okay, please don't unmute yourself. Okay. So immediately after passing the inguinal ligament, it divides into numerous branches, right? And the division into the anterior and posterior division is by the lateral circumflex femoral artery, right? Remember those things. And so you see L2 to L4, right? You see, this is the femoral nerve, right? Thick nerve in lumbar plexus, right? This is the L3, this is the L4, and this is from L2, right? So this is formation of the L2 to L4 dorsal, right? Dorsal rami of lumbar plexus, right? You see, this is how they come, okay? So this is L1, L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5. So see L2, L3, L4, right? So this is the femoral nerve coming, numerous branches, right? Behind the inguinal ligament, it is separated from the femoral artery by psoas major. In the abdomen, the nerve supplies small branches to iliacus and pectineus and a branch to the proximal part of the femoral artery. The latter branch sometimes arises in the thigh. That means branch to the femoral artery, right? You see, in the inguinal ligament, this is the femoral nerve, right? And you see, this is the iliacus muscle, right? This one is the iliacus, and this one is the psoas tendon. Psoas tendon. So it is behind the inguinal, it is separated like this, right? This is the femoral nerve. It lies outside of the femoral sheath. This is the femoral sheath, right? Remember that, right? And this is how the muscles are constructed. This is psoas major and this is iliacus. Okay, the nerve comes like this. See, this is the femoral nerve. Okay, so you see, this is the psoas major tendon. Psoas, this is iliacus, right? It is coming, okay, from the lateral border, right? Coming this. And yeah, this is the femoral nerve, right? This is the a branch to iliacus. Okay, after passing the inguinal ligament, there is a branch to pectineus, right? And there are numerous branches to muscular branches, sartorius to quadriceps, right? So that's it. So this is the pattern of innervation. Okay, all of this is femoral nerve, including this. So the femoral nerve, okay, supplies the whole of the lower limb. Okay, it may not be motor, but all of this is sensory through saphenous nerve. Okay, motor to most muscles of the thigh, right? You will encounter this diagram again. Okay, but remember this is how the femoral nerve is emerging from the in between the psoas major and iliacus and passing the inguinal ligament here, right, giving us numerous muscular branches, right? All of these are branches. Okay, so this is how the whole of the femoral nerve. Okay, all of this is femoral nerve. This is not femoral nerve. You see, immediately after passing inguinal ligament, it is giving off numerous branches, right? And you see, circumflex iliac artery, lateral circumflex femoral artery, okay, ascending branch, and this is the descending branch, right? So this one, okay, this is the profunda femoris, okay, has a relation. It is dividing anterior and posterior, right? So coming to the nerve to pectineus, the nerve to pectineus branches from the medial side of the femoral nerve, right, near the inguinal ligament. It passes behind the femoral sheath and enters the anterior aspect of the muscle. You see, this one is the pectineus muscle. Okay, this is the branch. Okay, now to pectineus, right? Here it was given. Okay, now to pectineus, and here it is also now to iliacus. Okay, you see. This is pectineus and the branch here, right? Observe that. And the femoral nerve has two divisions, right? Anterior division and posterior division. Anterior division has medial femoral cutaneous nerve, intermediate femoral cutaneous nerve, and nerve to sartorius. Whereas the posterior division has saphenous nerve, nerve to quadriceps, and nerve to knee joint. Okay. Anterior division supplies intermediate femoral cutaneous, medial cutaneous, and branches to sartorius. Okay, this is how this is the anterior to femoral nerve. Okay, anterior femoral cutaneous branches. These are okay anterior femoral cutaneous branches. Saphenous nerve. That means this is posterior cutaneous branches. Right. Coming to the details of the anterior cutaneous branches. The medial femoral cutaneous nerve or medial cutaneous nerve of the thigh is first lateral to the femoral artery. It crosses anterior to the artery at the apex of the femoral triangle and divides into anterior and posterior branches. Before doing so, it sends a few rami through the fascia lata to supply the skin of the medial side of the thigh near the long saphenous spine. So this medial femoral cutaneous nerve has anterior and posterior branches, and it also send rami to the skin of the medial side of the thigh, right? One ramus emerges via saphenous opening, right? While another becomes subcutaneous about mid-thigh. The anterior branch descends on sartorius, perforates the fascia lata beyond mid-thigh, and divides into a branch that supplies the skin as low as the medial side of the knee, right? This one is anterior. Okay. and the other runs lateral to the former and connects with the infrapatellar branch of saphenous nerve. So this is the anterior branch, and the saphenous nerve is the branch of the posterior division. So anterior and posterior divisions of the femoral nerve are communicates with themselves. Okay. So the anterior one supplies the skin of the medial side of the leg, thigh. The posterior branch descends along the posterior border of the sartorius to the knee. Okay, passes the fascia lata, connects with the saphenous nerve, and gives off several cutaneous rami as far as the medial side of the leg. The nerve contributes to the subsartorial plexus. So so medial side of the leg is supplied by anterior and posterior divisions of medial cutaneous nerve of thigh of anterior division of femoral nerve, right? So this is the medial group, this is the lateral group, also called as intermediate cutaneous nerve of thigh, right? So this is the medial group, okay, anterior and posterior, okay, supplying the medial side of the thigh. Coming to the intermediate femoral cutaneous nerve or intermediate cutaneous nerve of the thigh usually pitches fascia lata some 8 centimeters below the inguinal ligament, right? Either as two branches or as one trunk that quickly divides into two, right? So these descend on the front of the thigh, supplying the skin as far as the knee, ending in the peripatellar plexus, right? So again, this intermediate also has two branches supplying up to the knee, okay, front of the thigh, whereas the medial supplies medial side of the thigh, whereas the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve that is not connected with the femoral nerve supplies the lateral side of the thigh. The lateral branch of the intermediate cutaneous nerve communicates with the femoral branch of the genitofemoral nerve, frequently piercing sartorius and sometimes supplying it. So you see, this is the intermediate cutaneous and this is the medial cutaneous nerve, okay, intermediate. So this supplies the anterior part of the thigh, right? And then the muscular branch nerve to sartorius arises from the femoral nerve in common with the intermediate cutaneous nerve of the thigh, right? So this is the sartorius, so this one is the nerve to sartorius, right? Femoral nerve, right? Observe that. These are all the numerous muscular branches. Coming to the posterior division of the femoral nerve, posterior division. The branches of the posterior division of the femoral nerve are saphenous nerve, muscular branch, quadriceps, and to the knee, right? Saphenous nerve is the largest and longest cutaneous branch of the femoral nerve and the longest nerve in the body, okay, as we have known already, and you all seen the now. It descends lateral to the femoral artery, okay, in the femoral triangle, right, and enters the adductor canal where it crosses anterior to the artery and lie medial to it, okay. And in the adductor canal we have nerve to vastus medialis artery and saphenous nerve, right. At the distal end of the canal, it leaves the artery and emerges through the aponeurotic covering of the saphenous branch of the descending genicular artery. As it leaves the adductor canal, it gives off an infrapatellar branch that contributes to the peripatellar plexus and then pierces the fascia lata between tendon of sartorius and gracilis. Okay, remember that. Becoming subcutaneous to supply the skin of the anterior to the patella. It descends along the medial border of the tibia, right, with the long saphenous vein, okay, medial border, and divides distally into a branch that continues along the tibia to the ankle and a branch that passes anterior to the ankle, supply the skin on the medial side of the foot, right. So skin on the medial side of the foot is supplied by the saphenous nerve, because saphenous nerve is mainly the sensory nerve, right? Often as far as the first metatarsophalangeal joint. So first MP joint up to the first MP joint. The saphenous nerve connects with the medial branch of the superficial fibular nerve. Near the mid-thigh, it provides a branch to the subsartorial plexus. Okay. The nerve may become entrapped as it leaves the adductor canal. You see, this is the saphenous nerve. Okay, right? I purposefully, you see, all the way from here and all the way from to, you see, the longest nerve in the body, right? That is the saphenous nerve for you. And it's the innervation is the saphenous nerve. Okay, this is the infrapatellar branch. Okay, and the whole of the skin is supplied by saphenous nerve. That means it is supplied by femoral nerve. Okay, L2 to L4, right? You see, this one being the saphenous nerve of the posterior division. These are the anterior division branches, right? This is the posterior division branch. Okay, going to the femoral triangle, right? Saphenous nerve. You see, this one being saphenous nerve. We have it here in the adductor canal, right? You see, this one is the saphenous nerve, the adductor canal, right? This is more clear now. And this one is the same dissections. Okay, first one is superficial and the second one, this one is more deeper, because subsartorial fascia is removed, right? You see, this is the saphenous nerve. All right, saphenous nerve. So this is the innervation part, infrapatellar branch and medial cutaneous branch. Okay, infrapatellar branch supplies anterior to the knee. So, okay, whereas the medial cutaneous branch goes all the way up to the in some individuals up to the first MP joint, right? And it supplies the medial side of the leg. Okay, giving sensory. You see, this one is femoral and this one is also femoral, right? Femoral now, saphenous now, right? You have to remember this pattern. Okay, these are very important. So the whole of the medial side, right? Femoral now, right? And muscular branches of the posterior division. The muscular branches, the posterior division of the femoral supplies quadriceps femoris, right? That means 4 muscles. A branch to rectus femoris enters its proximal posterior surface and also supplies the hip joint. A larger branch to vastus lateralis forms a neurovascular bundle with the descending branch of the lateral circumflex femoral in its distal part and also supplies the knee joint. Okay. So rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, and a branch to vastus medialis. Okay. Descends through the proximal part of the adductor canal, lateral to the saphenous nerve. Okay. You all know this. And femoral vessels and enters the muscle at about its midpoint, sending a long articular filament distally along the muscle to the knee. 2 or 3 branches to vastus intermedius enter its anterior surface about mid-thigh. A small branch from one of these descends through the muscle to supply the articularis genis, okay, and the knee joint. Okay, so these are the muscular branches. You see all of the muscular branches, right? Vastus lateralis, This one is medialis and this one is intermedius, right? So these neuromuscular, especially the nerves, okay, lying between rectus femoris and, you see, this is the cut tendon of rectus femoris, right? So rectus femoris and intermediate, okay, vastus intermedius, right? So now to vastus lateralis, now to vastus medialis, now to intermedius, and there is saphenous now, right? There is saphenous now here. You see, these are the muscular branches: intermedius, lateralis, femoris, vastus. So this is, so you see, this is the lateralis, right? This is the rectus femoris, right? This is the intermedius, and this one being the medialis, right? So all of them are receiving branches from the femoral artery, whereas this one is saphenous now, okay? Again, you see the pectineus receiving a branch, right? So these are the muscular branches. See, again the same one, okay? The muscular branches are shown here, okay? Coming to the vascular branches, femoral nerve also supplies the femoral artery, right? And its branches. So the main trunk of the femoral nerve is not subject to any entrapment neuropathy, right? But it may be compressed by retroperitoneal tumors or retroperitoneal hemorrhage in points in patients on anticoagulants or with a bleeding diathesis, right? So there will not be any entrapment neuropathy as is in the case of lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, right? But sometimes if there is any tumors or any if there is any retroperitoneal hemorrhage, okay, it may give pressure on the nerve, okay, trunk of the femoral nerve within the pelvis, right? A localized lesion of the femoral nerve may occur in diabetes mellitus, okay, it is called as diabetic amyotrophy, right? Diabetic amyotrophy means there is atrophy of muscles, right? Atrophy of muscles supplied by the femoral nerve, okay? Weakness, okay? Progressive atrophy with weakness and pain, okay, in patients of diabetes, right? That is called as diabetic amyotrophy, right? And the most striking feature of femoral neuropathy is wasting and weakness of quadriceps, with results in considerable difficulty in walking and a tendency for the leg to collapse, okay? Pain and paresthesia again occur on the anterior and medial aspect of the thigh, extending down to the medial aspect of the leg because of the saphenous nerve in the distribution of the saphenous branches of the femoral nerve, right? So that is clinical anatomy of the femoral nerve, right? You remember these things: muscular branches, that means motor branches are to the iliopsoas, right? Pectineus, sartorius, and quadriceps femoris, right? Sensory branches are anterior cutaneous branches, right? And saphenous nerve. That means anterior cutaneous means anterior and intermediate cutaneous and medial cutaneous nerves of femoral nerve, right? So let's see. 3D, right? So that one is femoral nerve, right? The whole of it, right? the yellowish parts you are seeing. Okay, femoral nerve. Okay, that is the femoral nerve. Okay, it originated there and coming down like this, supplying the thigh, and again like this, supplying up to the, so that is femoral nerve, the whole of it, the whole length of it, right? So you see, that is the psoas major muscle, right? Selected one is psoas major muscle. Okay, you see how this is coming between psoas major and iliacus. You see how it is coming, right? If we remove the psoas major, we will know that, right? Okay, and this one is iliacus, we'll hide this. Okay, it is passing the inguinal ligament, right? So this one is inguinal ligament, right? And giving numerous muscular branches, right? The one is sartorius, we'll remove that. Sartorius receives a branch, right? This one is pectineus. Okay, pectineus is receiving a branch, right? So these are all the numerous divisions of the femoral nerve, sometimes well represented and sometimes not represented. You see, those are the anterior and intermediate cutaneous nerves, right? And also the muscular branches. These are the muscular branches, right? So these are the muscular branches and cutaneous supply of the thigh. Coming to the saphenous nerve, right? This one being the saphenous nerve, right? Going in the adductor canal, okay? Crossing the adductor canal, okay? And coming to the leg, right? It came to the leg and giving a patellar branch and medial cutaneous branch that supplies whole of the leg, right? Medial side of the whole length of the leg, right? So that is the femoral nerve. And you see, that is the selected one is descending descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery. Actually it should be near the nerve. Okay, anterior and posterior divisions are by lateral circumflex femoral artery, but in this atlas it is not represented like that. Okay, right? So you see, the selected one is ascending branch of, so that one is profunda femoris, and this one is selected one is lateral circumflex femoral artery. Okay, ascending branch, transverse, and this one is descending. Okay, so that is lateral circumflex, and this one is femoral nerve. Okay, so anterior and posterior division should be very close, but it is not represented like that, right? So that is the one you see, saphenous nerve. Okay, saphenous nerve. This one is saphenous branch of descending genicular artery, right? You have read that. Okay, so that is regarding, okay, femoral nerve. So if you have any questions, let me know. Okay.